The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Got it. 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Big rip. Big rip.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Here's Taylor. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
6, right there, 56.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block. Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Look, squeeze. Check it out, read. Check. Hit it.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete. It's Collins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready?
56. Check 56. Alert flare.
Leo.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, seam 6.
56. Mike, 56. Mike,
Get it.
Second and 10. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. Taylor. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Makes it second and 10.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Undercrunch.
Now Taylor. And he's got some space here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
56.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
The give to Taylor. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Replace the win. Let's go.
Set, ready, 38, read.
Let's see what you got. Check, 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 check.
Go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Back to you. Check 24, check 24. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno.
Looking to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off play action. Love under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Saints nothing.
Ready. 15, Ronnie. 59.
I got you. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Down, 5.
On first down, Taylor. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Rush in. Greystone, travel.
Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Crunch time, defense. 56. Mike, 56.
Hey, wahoo! They go.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometime under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Greystone travel. Greystone travel.
Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Check 99.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Lock it. You're out.
Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
Squeeze. Squeeze. Get in there. Hard. Tighten up. Tighten up. And go.
From the gun, Love. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
Mark 30 yards. Mark 30 yards. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Go. Let up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. On the right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Come on. Set.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Ready.
Back to throw. Love. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 24. Ready. Go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Mike 38, Mike 38.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Sponge. No. Deuce. Go. Under 10.
Switch. Check.
They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll try and run for it. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
No. Hey, lock it. Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Switch. Gone. Hey, Alpha.
They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
You go tank. You got tank.
Hey, Sam on.
Shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
Back. Now.
Looking to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Slam, slam, slam.
H3, 218. Chopper, chopper. Hey. Ready, go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Ricky.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready. 30 pace. Let's go.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Ready.
To throw on second down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Scene 6.
We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
looking from the gun. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. Look at me. Go. Be careful. Be careful.
They'll run with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And an alley to run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
90 Wolf. 80 weapons.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. Checking things elsewhere. 3rd quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And the Panthers are starting to pull away in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Taylor, and he'll go down at the 28.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
56, check 56.
I'm trying to collect.
Bam, bam, shoot.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Keep playing.
Brings up second and 12 at the 30-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 10-2 start.
Bandit. Hey, alert 3.
On second down now, it's Taylor. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Lucky.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
He's checking. Crash. Check. Hot route. Hot.
There.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to sling this deep down. It's caught at the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 10 Lobo. It's our time.
Kill.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Set. 10 Tucson.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
From the gun, Love. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Love. He's got his man on the crossing route. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Safe.
On fourth down, Love. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Come on. You better bring it.
Check. Rock it.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Recon, 152 fighter. Deep rip.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. A little bit of tough catch, though, falls incomplete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A big offensive explosion.